When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. And the Longhorns will put total leather and will get started. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Broncos offense will have the football first. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
Back to pass, it's Cook. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Such a great job on the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Broncos will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They grab the early lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here comes the Texas offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space to the left. They get to him as he throws. Working that left side. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to throw. It's Cook. Connection to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off the play fake. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Quick completion on the outbound. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. 2nd down coming up. Pulls and fires complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on first down. Fires it down the seam. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Trying play action. Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Fires to the big fella. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
As a defense, we are talking about this right now. As soon as they come out under center, alert, alert, quarterback sneak, everybody dive at the feet of the offensive lineman, create a pile, jump to the football. Great job by the defense understanding the formation, stopping the quarterback sneak.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They torch this defense with an explosive passing play. He smashes his way through again. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down here for the offense. He might want another play. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Fired in from the red zone for the score. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Back to throw, it's Cook. Working the middle. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's Edwards. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Back to throw, it's Cook. With the catch, it's Owen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Broncos in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Texas! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the... Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Back to pass, it's Cook. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Winston. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Edwards. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. On play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Longhorns! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Broncos will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the single back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. It'll be a draw. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes him talk to the hand. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Broncos line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the returner will be brought down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13.
Here we go.
Power football with the run.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Rides to back and leaves it. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one.